We're here at the Virginia University of Lynchburg with the head women's basketball coach, Randy Dunton. How are you doing today, Randy?
I'm doing great, Bill.
Okay. How do you feel about the season, your progress this season so far?
Very positive. I mean, the girls are they're growing certainly on and off the court and coming together very well as a team, and we're seeing some quality play and some winning performances. So that's always rewarding.
Who are your top players right now?
Well, the collective effort of the group's been fantastic, and I mean, you certainly can't be a team at this level without everybody playing to their capabilities inside of their role. And practice has been something to see. I mean, they've done a great job challenging each other. On the floor, as far as the game goes, we've had 3 or 4 different girls that have stepped up consistently and had good offensive performances. Ebony Ellis coming off a 32-point game against the University of Maine Fort Kent. Leah Floyd has had some fantastic shooting nights at 2-guard. And Ebony Miller and Dee Dee as captains provide a lot of leadership, and they give us a lot of offensive effectiveness at times. On the defensive end, I mean, Dee Dee and Ebony and Leah, they've kind of really led the way with just some outstanding efforts. And Sierra Mobley, though she's undersized sometimes at the 4, she's been a stopper for us and just continues to win us a lot of possessions.
Coach, I understand you've had some big wins this year.
The girls have played very well. Holding home court is something that we challenge them with, and the win over Virginia State, when you're talking about a school that's got 6,200 enrollment versus ours, was a monumental win. And beating them in Shawan, as an upstart program with established CIAA programs, is something that we can really build on.
Coach, tell us a little bit about your coaching philosophy, what it takes to win.
Well, the game of basketball revolves around, you've got to get more quality shots than your opponent. And it's a shot maker's game in terms of, those teams that make shots usually are successful at all levels. So, it starts with ball possession. You can't get quality shots if you don't take care of the basketball. We've seen progress made in that. In terms of our ball possession, the way we catch, the way we pass, handling of the ball with sureness, and then, defensively, you try to make sure that people are taking tougher shots. And so, the girls have shown a lot of mental toughness. I mean, I think there's still room for us to continue to get better over the next month, and we'll strive to do so, but it's a defensive end for us that really is the thing that we strive the most to see success in.
Now, the team is in the USCAA. What are your aspirations this year, your second year with the program?
Well, the goal was to get to the national tournament, and so, they've split the women's division into 2 different divisions now. Division I, Division II, we're a Division I member, so they're going to take 8 teams, to Pennsylvania to the national tournament in February. So it's all predicated on regional voting. You don't really know what the parameters are on that. It's a little bit like the BCS in football. It comes down to some regional director voting, and so the games are in front of us that we need to win in order to be successful, and hopefully, Bill, we can get an invite to the national tournament and compete for a national championship.
Would you be pretty proud of your team if you got that in just your second year?
Well, that'd be a great accomplishment, especially in light of the injuries that we've had. I mean, the roster is, has taken a hit. I mean, we all have injuries, but when you have season-ending injuries, we had a heart condition, we had an ACL, we had a torn labrum. Those type of injuries where you lose the player for the complete season, that can be tough to swallow at times because there's no chance to replace them or, no chance that they're coming back. So, but the girls have rallied, and if they're able to be successful this year and and reach their goals. It'll be a significant event in the chapter of women's basketball here at VUL.
Coach Dunton, you're not a stranger to playoffs. You've coached men's basketball at Liberty University and had a great deal of success. How would you compare your success there with the enjoyment and the preparation that you have to provide for the program here at a small school in Lynchburg, the Virginia University of Lynchburg?
You know, coaching people in my worldview is, it's the same. And, the bodies may be a little bigger and stronger and quicker in some venues, but you still got to play the fundamentals of the game. I'm thoroughly enjoying my time here at VUL. And it starts because of the quality of young lady that's in the program. They're just tremendous people. The more they interact with public, it's amazing the response that we get, whether we're traveling in a restaurant, eating in a restaurant, hotel, or here in the community. And, the vision of Dr. Rivas for where we're headed, gives you a great deal of purpose. So you get up every day, very motivated to be a part of trying to help achieve that. And so we're excited to be here, and again, we think this is a noteworthy and a noble goal. And certainly anytime you deal with young people and the chance to advance their life and expand their horizon and their vision for themselves, that's certainly, I think, what the good Lord's called us to do.
Coach Dunton, speaking of the community, I understand your basketball program is having something this weekend for the community?
Yeah, we're hosting a clinic December 15th. Registration's between 8:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. The clinic will run from 9:30 to 10:45. It's open to both the girls and the boys in the community, ages 7 through 14. And, we're hoping to get a great turnout. And, we're very excited about, just the chance to share with them, first of all, our players. They get to interact with them and see them, which is always exciting when you're at that age to see college basketball players. And then to build on your skills, and to enhance your attitude, your work ethic, through being challenged is a great thing.
And I understand you're going to have some gifts and things for the participants.
Yeah, each camper will leave the clinic with free basketball and a couple different T-shirts, and Central Health's given us a bag of goodies to share with them, from their side of things. So it's a great collaboration of a lot of moving parts here in the community to serve the community youth.
Well, Coach Dunton, the basketball program here, the other sports programs here, and the Virginia University of Lynchburg has experienced great strides in the last couple years under the leadership of Dr. Ralph Rivas and Dr. Kathy Franklin. And how is it that you happen to be called over to the program, and what were your feelings and thoughts in making such a decision, going from having coached at the Division I level to coming over to a small school in Lynchburg?
I really was, through different associations, Dr. Rivas approached me last January when he was looking to make a change in the women's basketball and asked me if I'd be interested. When I realized that, hey, we had a collection of young ladies in town, that maybe not having the most positive experience, and we could add our experience to that, it was really not a tough decision. At that point in time, we didn't know how long we were going to stay with the program, but when I got in, had an opportunity to meet the young ladies, and I would go home and tell my wife, I said, wow, there's some great kids in that program. And it's amazing to me that, hey, an upstart program with no gymnasium right now can attract the kind of kid that was already in the program. And, that told me there's a need. And so when we got involved with the program and then recruiting on our own, you see there's an expansive need, for something like this that can really help young people grow, and it can be a source of encouragement to a campus and the community while you're doing it. So we're excited to be a part of it, Bill. you know, the big time's where you're at. I mean, you know, never get caught up in the status of where I recruit. It's more about the young people that we get a chance and a privilege to deal with every day in an institution, and then working alongside some very committed and dedicated folks here at the university, you know, is a great thing as we go through this journey.
Well, Coach Dunton, thank you a lot for your time, and we certainly wish the team the best of luck this year.
Thank you, Bill.
Okay.